Why is it worth spending just that little bit of time learning to edit? Now, if you're filming outdoor videos, then you've already got a subject matter that is relevant and interesting to your target audience. What you need to do is keep them concentrating on your video. You need to keep them interested. And that is where editing comes into it. Look at some of your favourite channels, some of the bigger ones. And when I say bigger, I mean in terms of the tens of thousands of subscribers, not just like 2 or 3. And look at how they're edited. Look at how clean they are. Look at how little boring footage they have. Everything's in there for a reason. That's why they're big YouTubers. Then I'm going to go over a few ways that you can use your edit to improve your videos and give you a good reason as to why you should spend a little bit of time improving your editing. Number one, when you're editing to tell the story of your trip. Stories have a start, a middle or an end. Edit that way. Include all the relevant and important parts, all the interesting things that happened along the way. After all, that's what you're showing your trip. And importantly, take out the boring bits, all of them. Another good reason for editing is you can change what's on the screen. You might have a long talking head piece like this when I'm just talking to the camera, but you can overlay pans or close-ups, anything you want, just to vary what's on the screen. If the viewer's attention's starting to drift, they'll glance away. If the screen changes, they're going to look back at it and see what it is. You're going to get their attention back. Editing for pacing, that's another thing. If you want to make it look a little bit more exciting and as if there's a little bit more going on, you can use shorter clips, add in a bit more movement, and it changes the pacing. Add in a little bit of music, and you can go from what would have been normally quite a slow-paced clip into something a little more adventurous. All in the edit. Now, another benefit to editing and learning to edit is you can use it to fix mistakes. You can have a bit of previously unusable footage. You can crop and zoom, or you can J-cut or L-cut, or you can jump cut it. You can overlay a bit of different footage over the top just to hide the mistake. It makes it much, much easier to take a bit of footage that wouldn't have been usable before and make it usable again. If it's integral to the story, then obviously you want to try and keep it, especially if you're out somewhere in the middle of nowhere and you can't just nip back and refilm it, as I found out on the Outer Hebrides, and came back with a week's worth of crap footage. That was shit. Now, another benefit to learning to edit is when you know what you can do in the editor, then it gives you a better idea of what you can film or what footage you can get. If you get some nice footage, you might think, oh, I can use that, but you know you're going to have to jump cut it. You know beforehand that you're going to need a little bit of B-roll or something to cover the jump cut. So even before you get to the editing stage, you're already filling those spots. Another good reason to learn to edit or improve your editing is you can give your video its own style, or your own style. You know, you can pull in text and use that to explain things. Anything you missed in the video, put some text over it so people know what's going on. Put in special effects. You can use fancy transitions. Now, the most important aspect of editing your video is to cut out the fluff. If you want to grow your channel, you have to have a bit of respect for the viewer's time. Don't have them sitting watching minute after minute of pointless footage. Make it interesting for them. What's better, to have a viewer watch 10 minutes of your 15-minute video and then turn it off and not come back, or have that viewer watch 8 minutes of your 8-minute video and come back and watch the next one? Anyway, that's enough for now. I'm going to stop aimlessly walking up and down this field and head back to the house. So, if you've got any tips or any advice or any little bits of editing that you've done in the past that have helped improve your videos, stick them in the comments below and let's see what they are. When you're filming your outdoor content, you already have your target audience. You've bikes. Just edit in lots of short clips and out of breath presenters. Okay, maybe it's not all in the editing.